When we talk about professional presence, we're not just talking about, looking good. It's so much deeper than that. In this explainer, we're going to treat your professional image like an act of deliberate design. Think of it as architecture that you control. And we're starting right from the foundation, your personal grooming.
Okay, let me ask you something. In a world of back-to-back meetings and super quick intros, how long do you actually think it takes to make a lasting first impression? A minute? 30 seconds? Well, research suggests it can be as little as 7 seconds. That's it, 7 seconds to establish your credibility. And that right there is why getting the foundation right from the get-go is, it's totally non-negotiable. And that's really the core idea we're going to build on here. A strong professional presence, it doesn't just happen by accident. Like the slide says, it's an architectural process. You construct it piece by piece. And any great structure, any of them, begins with a solid, well-planned foundation. So here's our blueprint for today. First, we'll tackle those crucial first impressions. Then we'll help you draft your own personal blueprint for grooming. After that, we'll construct the framework with skincare and hair care. Then we'll get to the finishing touches, makeup, and finally, wrap it all up with the essential do's and don'ts. Sound good? Okay, let's lay that first brick.
All right, so to kick off our construction project, we need to get clear on our primary material. What are we even working with here?
So what is professional grooming, really? At its heart, it's all about intentionally creating a polished appearance. But, and this is important, the goal isn't just to look neat. It's about communicating something deeper, competence, attention to detail, and even respect for yourself and others. This whole practice, it's the very bedrock of that 7-second first impression we were just talking about.
But here's the thing, a generic one-size-fits-all approach just won't cut it. Nope. True professional presence has to be personal, which brings us to part 2, your personal blueprint. And it all starts with this one fundamental question. This is like the very first line you draw on your personal blueprint, because seriously, how you care for your skin dictates the quality of the entire structure you're trying to build. Right, so whether your skin is oily, dry, maybe a combination of both, or sensitive, knowing this, and really understanding it, is what determines the products you should use and the routine you build. And look, this isn't about vanity, this is strategy. It's about creating a healthy, reliable canvas for everything else to build upon.
Okay, next up in drafting our blueprint is your face shape. Now, this might seem like a minor detail, but trust me, its impact on the overall structure of your look it's huge. And here's exactly why it matters so much. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, whether you're picking a haircut that really complements your features, or you're using makeup to highlight your bone structure. Knowing your face shape lets you make these intentional choices that create balance and harmony. It's the difference between just guessing and actually designing your look. Okay, so with our blueprint all drafted out, it's time to build the framework. And these are the daily, essential routines that support your entire professional presence. Let me tell you, consistency here is everything. Think of these 3 points you see here as the main support pillars of your entire presence. A consistent, tailored skincare routine, that's not just about looking good today. It's a long-term investment in your most foundational asset. And basic hair maintenance and just a clean, tidy appearance, those aren't chores. They are daily signals of discipline and self-respect. You get these right every single day, and the whole structure you're building stays strong and super impressive. All right, framework is in place. Now we get to add the finishing touches. For those of you who use it, makeup is an incredibly powerful tool. And it's not for masking who you are, it's for enhancing your features with skill and precision. Now, what's really fascinating here is the power of context. Just look at this distinction on the slide. Day makeup for a professional setting should be natural, it should be subtle. Its job is to enhance, not distract. Night makeup, on the other hand, can be more defined, more dramatic, because it's suited for a totally different environment. Understanding this difference, it isn't just about makeup. It's about social and professional intelligence. It's about reading the room. And listen, achieving a polished look doesn't have to take hours out of your day. This 10-minute routine is proof. The logic behind these steps is super simple and strategic. You start with a clean, prepped base. That's your foundation. Then you create an even canvas. From there, it's all about subtle enhancement, defining the eyes, adding a little pop of color, before you set it all to last. It's all about efficiency and impact, not about making things complicated.
All right, we've covered the architecture from the foundation all the way to the finish. So to wrap things up, let's go over the essential rules that hold it all together. You can think of this as your final building code inspection.
This table lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? The do's, they're all about consistency, cleanliness, and dressing right for the situation. The don'ts are about avoiding anything that distracts from you and your message. You know, like overpowering scents or a messy appearance. These might seem like tiny little details, but mastering them consistently, that's the real secret to a truly polished and, frankly, effortless professional image.
So we'll end on this thought right here. Every single choice you make, from your skincare routine in the morning to the outfit you pick out, it all contributes to the message you send out into the world. Your presence, it's your silent introduction. It speaks volumes before you ever say a word. So the only question left is, what do you want it to say about you?